Hello students, welcome back on my channel Psychology CSS PMS all over. Today I came up with the latest video that's about scope of psychology. I will explain you the career and specialization in psychology. So students, psychologists spend their days seeing people with problems, other digits at universities and conduct research. Still others work in business and industry, designing more efficient criteria for hiring. Most other psychologists work in clinical and private practice settings. In short, psychology is a field with many areas of specialization. So all this meant that psychology is a broad field. It is important to know that many people think that they should opt or not psychology and they think about its scope. So I want to tell you guys that after having advanced degree in psychology, if someone wants to specialize in a particular area, then one had long list of specialization. Some of them are clinical, counseling, experimental, behavioral, neuroscience, and comparative, developmental, social, personality, health, community, school, and educational, industrial, and organizational, environmental, growth cultural, psychology of women, forensic, and sports. So you have seen many fields of psychology. Students literally remain confused that how to move forward to a career. Many students firstly think that they should be clinical psychologists. I have seen majority of students choose only clinical, but instead of this, I have told you here a number of fields of psychology. So choice is yours. I'm gonna explaining you more about the fields of psychology. Here the most important thing I want to tell you that I think many students don't know. There is a misunderstanding somehow. So that is the main difference between the psychology and psychiatrist. People think that psychology and psychiatrist are same, but it's not. So these are different. Basically, psychology is a branch of medicine practiced by MBBS, which the psychologists are interested in improving the lives of people with mental health problems. And I want to tell you that the psychiatrist treat the patients with drugs and the psychologist applies psychotherapy only. So I think you people are now clear with the both basic terms, psychologist and psychiatrist. So here I am explaining the careers in psychology. Number 1, clinical and counseling psychology. Students, as I have already told you that it's most widely practiced specialization in psychology. Clinical and counseling psychologists diagnose and treat people with psychology problems. Counseling psychologists sometimes deal with people who have less serious problems. So if you want to be clinical psychologist, you must have 3 to 4 years of graduate work with advanced diploma in clinical psychology or MS in clinical psychology with 1 year internship in a mental health facility. Counseling. Some members of this group practice counseling, which is assistance to people who need guidance on such temporary problems as difficulties in school or choice of a vocation. Some counselors specialize in helping married couples, like they talk with them to sort out their issues. Next one is experimental psychology. The experimental psychologists use an experimental strategy in their work and conduct basic research. Among the key aspects of behavior, they study sensation, perception, cognitive processes, learning, motivation, and emotion. Developmental psychology. It is concerned with how many people become who they are from conception to death. It means developmental psychologists focus on the biological and environmental factors that contribute to human development. Social psychology. Social psychologist has been studied social behavior. They study how people organize and respond to their social experience. The study of people in groups, like they work in a variety of settings from universities to hospitals and psychiatric facilities from hospitals to clinic. Next is community psychology. Thus, psychologists view human behavior in terms of adaptation to resource and to a specific situation. Next is environmental psychology. Some psychologists share widespread interest in ecological problems such as smoke, water, pollution, noise, and overcrowding of the urban areas. It means they see the effects on our social health as well as psychological well-being. Next is industrial and organizational psychology. This centers in the workplace, both on the workers and on the organization that employ them. It involves personal and human resource management. Next is forensic psychology. Students, basically forensic means of used in court of law. So forensic psychology is the application of psychology to matters concerning the court of law. Hugo Monsterberg is often referred to as the founding father of forensic psychology. I hope you have heard his name before. Next one is sports psychology. Psychological principles are applied to improve sport performance. Students, actually it's a new field, but it is rapidly gaining acceptance. Personality psychology. It relatively focuses on enduring traits and characteristics of individuals. Personality psychology study such topics like self-concept, aggression, moral development, gender roles, etc. Next one is health psychology. Students, it's a multi-dimensional approach to health that emphasizes psychological factors, lifestyles, and the nature of healthcare delivering system. I hope you all are clear with the careers and scope of psychology, and this video will help you to choose a good career. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay blessed.